Okay, so I was doing, now the fully reconditioned head has been all bolted back onto the Aquatrax engine. This cylinder, being number 4 and number 3, they were down at like 30 or 40 psi compression. I did put this hose in, screw it around, connect it in, and then turn the motor over, and it was getting 100 psi on every single cylinder. It ends up being like, I can't explain it totally, but something to do with a bit of an air leak on there. So to alleviate that particular problem, I just used the push-on one, clicked it in place accordingly, push it down in there, hold some pressure on top of it, and it was like hitting 150 psi on each cylinder now. So what I've done is my little jump starter pack here is one of the smart jump starters. Hook it onto earth, the red lead, hook it around to the insulated little bolt on the side of the starter motor. Then when I hit the on button, push down some pressure, it does its thinking. Turns the motor over, I turn the switch off again, and yeah, it's up at 150 psi on this particular gauge, and that's obviously with no exhaust manifold, no inlet manifolds, no fuel rails on or anything like that. So I'm satisfied now that once everything's back together, I've got even psi on the compression across every single one of these now, whereas before I think that was about 30 psi, 40 to 50 psi, and these ones were 70 psi or something like that. So now that the shims have all been done on the head, so adjust all the cams for the valve adjustment, and the heads have been fully reconditioned, and all the seats, the valves are sitting in the seats properly now. There's no compression leaks anywhere, and that's evident by the consistent compression results the whole way across. So I would use this more often than the screw and hose, because the screw and hose gives a lower rating, and I'm not too sure why. Whereas this, I can get a nice firm seal by pressing down on top of it, and it gave me the even results.